Hello. I was insured by State Farm. I've got full coverage on 3 vehicles. And a few months ago, in fact, it was Labor Day last year, somebody had run into the side of one of my vehicles that was parked in the driveway. And I couldn't get nobody to come out and even look at the damage. And finally, when I did get the adjuster to come out, they lowballed my claim really bad. I mean, I'm looking at this report, and they basically said put a junkyard door on it, spray a little paint on it, and then you're done. And the numbers on it was about half of what another body shop quoted me to do the repairs. So I'm looking at the check they gave me only covers half of the repairs. It didn't cover much labor at all, and I'm kind of distraught with that. Then recently, I had a problem with about the time I started to move. Somebody come around and they poured dirt in my engine oil on all 3 vehicles that I own. All 3 have full coverage on them. And after I discovered the dirt in the engine oil, I believe there was pine sol added to it, and I discovered a problem in the braking system as well. All the seals were swelled and the brakes failed on me, and I nearly got in an accident because the brakes went out due to somebody tampering with them. And State Farm is trying to convince me that it's a pre-existing condition or normal wear and tear, just like they did on hundreds of other claims. They're trying to dismiss my claims with prejudice, and I find that very disturbing. Before I did any work to these vehicles, I collected samples of the engine oil, and it's clear full of dirt and metal chips. State Farm is now telling me that I have to send those samples to their lab, which that tells me there's bias on their lab. The lady became very upset when I told her I took it to a garage that does testing on site, because I know several of these garages. I happen to have a certificate here. It says I'm a master technician by industry standards, and they won't accept my opinion of what the damage is. They want me to pay out of pocket for another garage to do the teardown, just so they can dismiss my claims as pre-existing condition. Now, I don't understand this process. They're trying to get me to do a recorded phone statement without the advice of an attorney. They're trying to get me to fill out some paperwork that I'm not familiar with without an attorney. They're trying to railroad my claim and dismiss it with prejudice. And that's what these people are trained to do. The lady gets real defensive with me when I tell her I know what I'm talking about. I've got these samples. I want to send them to a lab for analysis. I've done analysis on these vehicles before. I've replaced the engines before. I've had this problem done to other vehicles. And it's a never-ending battle because the contaminants that was added to these vehicles will continue to wash out of the engine and destroy them. It's not a simple fix. And I've contacted the corporate office of my intention to drop their claim, and I was immediately handed off to a supervisor. The supervisor brought a complaint against the claims agent. The claims agent had a different attitude with me when she called today, and I'm just fed up with this company. It's my intention to expose this company. I'm in the process of creating a blog, and as I determine the mechanical damage I've sustained, I will be documenting that with photo and video, and I'll be publishing that various podcasts on my blog, because I'm just fed up with these people trying to lowball my claim or cheat me. I paid these premiums in good faith for a long time, and now that I have a loss, I expect the insurance company to come up and take care of it. And about a year ago, I read this book. And it was very disturbing to me. It explains a lot about homeowner policies and claims, and a lot of the tricks the adjusters use to cheat the customers. I just finished watching a couple of videos on YouTube. One was through Dateline, one was like CBS, and there was another guy that had a similar auto claim, and they tried to diminish the value of his claim because they're stating that he did the damage and it's fraud. Well, obviously, I have the same situation. I didn't damage my own vehicles and continue to drive. Now they're telling me I can't drive my own vehicles, and I said I'm going to hit you with loss of use if you tell me I can't use my own property. Otherwise, get somebody out here to check it. And this is just a never-ending battle with these people. It's like getting them to pull teeth, or they want to put a Band-Aid on something. And you know, as my certificate shows, I'm considered to be an expert in the automotive field. I've actually trained some of the people in this town to do mechanical work just because of my qualifications. I guess experience doesn't count for nothing. It's all about the numbers. Insurance is a business. Insurance is a corrupt business. And all they do is take their money, and if they have a claim, they bend them over the counter, shove a large wooden stick in their rear end, and pull it out quickly. That's what insurance wants to do. I've had about enough of insurance, especially auto coverage, and it's my intention to expose their bad business. Thanks for your time.